Just before this audio begins, this script is written by u/gothic_grace on Reddit. Go support the menu you can, and let's get into the audio. Baby? Baby, are you in here? I'm coming in, okay? Baby, Babe! What do you mean, what? You're still here. Yes, I know that's your desk, but we agreed earlier that you would be away from it by now. Especially with it being this late. You were supposed to be done hours ago. Did you even stop to take a break? You know I'll know you're lying to me, right? Yeah, I thought so. You keep pushing yourself to finish everything as quickly as possible that you don't even give yourself enough time to breathe. You know that only makes things worse, right? Not to mention, you don't eat when you're like this. And a lot of what you drink is just caffeine to keep yourself going. And for what? So you can wake up tired in the morning and then have to drink more caffeine to do it all over again? Babe, I'm worried about you. You've been like this all week, and it's like every day you're more tired than the last. We hardly get to spend time together because you're so focused on whatever this is. But it's killing you. I can see that it's killing you. I know that you think you can just work a little bit longer and you want to keep pushing a little bit harder, but do you ever think that maybe it's about time for you to rest? If not for me, then at least for yourself. Because this isn't getting any better the longer you keep pushing it. You may not see it because you're too sucked into your own world, but you look so tired. That's why I told you to actually take a break today, but you're still sitting in the same spot I left you in. Can't any of this wait until morning? Or better yet, can you take a day off? I know it's not that simple. I get that you have deadlines, and there's other projects you want to work on, and you feel like you have to balance everything on this delicate scale or it's all gonna fall apart. But the problem is that you're gonna fall apart. If you never decide to step away from that desk and give yourself time to breathe, then you'll collapse before any of this gets done. Or worse, you can get through it all and cause longer lasting burnout for any other project you actually want to work on for fun. This isn't healthy for you. It's not healthy for anyone. And maybe if all this workload is killing you so much, then maybe it might be time for you to decide on your own to put less work on your plate. Whether that'll be to tell someone off or tell yourself off. I don't think things should continue this way. Because I can't sit here watch you destroy yourself for the sake of something that isn't as important as your own life is to me. You're still looking at that project like it's a question. Like you actually think it's worth continuing to destroy yourself over. Does it really mean that much to you to actually finish it? To someone else? Or do you feel that obligation after working this for so long that you have to do it instead of walking away? The fact that you can't answer me means that there isn't a good enough excuse to convince me that it's worth your time. I'm sorry, but you don't look like some great decider of world peace. You're not some superhuman who is the only one asked to save a ton of lives from a dangerous situation. You are a person. A living, breathing person. You wouldn't treat an animal like this, or even another person, so why do you do it to yourself? I just. I don't know who or what taught you that you weren't good enough and you needed to work more for it, but that is absolutely not true. You don't need to break yourself over and over again for things like that. Because I promise you, it will work out. Whether or not this actually gets finished. And you will be physically and mentally fine by the end of it because you didn't have to push yourself over the edge to finish for the sake of finishing. You just need to take care of yourself. You're the first person that should be taking care of yourself. With or without me helping. Because your body knows and tells you what you need long before I do. I can only see it when you show it on the outside. But your body tells you what you need first on the inside. And if it's that bad that you can't even mask your this tired on the outside, then I can only imagine how it actually feels for you in that busy head of yours. You must be so exhausted, honey. Hey, no. Look at me. I know you're still thinking about the project, even through all of this. I know all those things are still buzzing around in the back of your brain about what you need to do next and how many steps it'll take to do whatever. But I'd rather if you focus on me right now, okay? I'm what's important right now. Nothing else. Can you give me your hand? Thank you, darling. Now we're gonna stand up, okay? No. No thinking, no back talk. No nothing. We're just gonna stand up first, okay? There you go. Yeah. I know your legs probably hurt a little bit, don't they? That's what happens when you don't take care of yourself for a while. But this whole project thing doesn't need to be an obsession. Work also requires time away, and you've been depriving yourself of that for too long. And now we're gonna go out to the living room. No. I'm not letting you fight me on this one. Not even for a second. And you can pout all you want, but we're going. Now come on. All you're gonna do is sit on this couch, okay? And I'll take care of the rest. I'm gonna go get you something to drink. So stay there. Here. I just grabbed something real quick from the fridge. Is that fine? Okay. Good. There you go, baby. Drink as much as you need to. You earn something that's not full of sugar or caffeine like everything else in your room. Don't look at me like that. You know I'm right. Now come lay your head on my lap, okay? I'm sure you haven't actually laid down since the 4 hours of sleep you got this morning. And then you sat and worked on this project all day even though it was your day off. I mean, you had nowhere to go and nothing that needed to immediately get done. But you decided it was a good idea to burn yourself out even more instead of knowing how to take a break, right? Yeah. Lay down so you don't have to look at me. I get it. And now that I have you trapped here, I can sit and pet your hair all I want. Because I know how much you like it when I do. You know, I do understand what it's like. Having to think that you need to get something done, no matter what it takes. Because you think it'll be fine by the end and you have the satisfaction when you're done. And a lot of time to do nothing. But your brain gets so used to working in that state that you'll constantly only work at that pace. It goes into another loop that you trap yourself in for a long time. Just burning yourself out over and over. Like I said, You're allowed to take breaks. Because even now, you're still holding it while laying down. You're so wound up from wanting to get work done that you don't even know how to feel otherwise. So your shoulders are always scrunched up so high every day. Your jaw is constantly locked into place. You even stop looking as excited to do things because all you can think about is getting back to your room to figure out what needs to be done next. Your body is always stuck in this place where you feel obligated to work, that you either work too hard to burn yourself out or don't do anything because you're too burnt out. And even if it's for me, we can never just sit here and have a nice simple time together. Work is somehow always more important and something you always need to get back to instead of letting the air settle. You're so important to me, you know? I know I might not say it all the time, but you are so important. And watching you do this to yourself it hurts me too. But I know that's not really what you want to hear when you're already hurting. But I would rather you be aware that you're not only being self-destructive to yourself, but the people around you too. We all want to see you happy and rested, and actually enjoying all the little things in life. And this one project, or even a series of projects, isn't all that life has to offer. You can still do all those things and be rested. And even if you keep deciding not to, then I will keep dragging you out of your room more and more often until you can't work on it at all. Maybe then you'll actually see how little importance it has to the majority of your life. Because if you destroy yourself over this one thing and have no energy to do anything else for others, then to me, it sounds like the worst trade-off you can make. The right people aren't going to leave you for taking a break. A lot of others will actually understand if you postpone something for the sake of yourself. You'd be surprised with how much support you'd get by simply taking care of you first. Because people will stay around you when you like the person that you are, not the person you forced yourself to be. Even if your future projects take a little bit longer, or you do one fewer every so often, you'll end up happier, and the work you do will have so much more love in it than ever before. So let's try not to keep doing things like this, okay? Or you will never hear the end of it from me. And just for the record, you're sleeping out here tonight. Shh. No. Don't move your head. Let me keep petting you. You're sleeping out here tonight because apparently I can't trust you not to overwork yourself otherwise. This way, you can sleep away from your work and you can wake up the same way. And I'll make sure you eat and drink properly in the meantime until you're allowed to go back. Yes, I know you need to go back to it soon. I'm not going to keep you here forever, but I'll do my best to keep you for as long as I'm able to. And that's a promise. Hi everyone. Oh my lord. Thank you for listening to today's audio. I'm so annoyed it's kept making so many errors. It's actually severely annoyed me. Anyway, first off, I'm sorry to my channel members that I cannot upload these damn audios on time anymore right now. So I'm still home for the weekend. I'm leaving in 2 hours. It's 9:45 a.m. So you guys still gonna get this at 10:30 a.m. Still scheduled. But I have not had time to be able to record this, not even in my own room. Because my mom took over my room. So I have no room technically at the moment. So yeah. It's hard to find time to record in my own room at the moment. But yeah, anyway, I'm going back to my apartment tomorrow. I'll be able to get back on schedule for you guys, for my channel to get the audios early, especially tomorrow's audio early. So don't you worry, I'm going to be working on that when I get back there, so you guys will have it way earlier. Anyway, thank you to my channel members: Eliza E, Sin, Astrid Lemzer, Riverwood, Wolf Rider 26, Amiza Michaela, Kinder29, Melstar, Psychona, Tori Hills, Angie the Poetry Cooker Video, AJN, Haya, Art and Melody Audios, Red Raccoon, Reed, Unanimous, Grace Roberts, Annie Estrada, Ruby Blue 0910, Lila, Thunder, Isabel Matter, Marlies, Ruzja Karnik, Giovan Berube, Laura Lullaby. I want to say lovely, because that's the username. Julie Arberg, Amanda Gabriella, Zaydan Gabriella Knuckles, Manon, Jenny193, Asia, Lowe's VDC, Stardust 76, Kimberly Sawtell, Sienna, Ross, Sugar, Darla, Oshi Young. I'm sorry if I mispronounced some of y'all's names. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced most of y'all's names. I will see you guys legitimately tomorrow. Alright, okay. Alright, bye bye.